Hey guys, Chris with Hardcore. With September approaching soon, I wanted to take a minute and go over some tips and pointers on tuning your goose calls. A lot of guys like to keep their calls in their blind bags over the summer or rolling around in their trucks, and they tend to come out of tune. And it's a relatively easy fix if you know and have experience doing it. I'm just going to show you a few things to kind of break it down and make it simple for those that don't have a lot of experience. So what you want to do is you want to take your call, pull it apart, take a fine tip Sharpie marker and make a line on your reed right up against the wedge, as tight as you possibly can. That'll give you a good starting point for when you go to put the call back together. So then you break it apart, put your thumb and pointer finger on the tone board and twist it out. If it doesn't twist, take your thumb and go right on top and push down. That should alleviate all the pressure, and then pop the guts out the backside of the call. So you have your reed, your tone board, and your wedge. If they're dirty from the past season, take some warm soapy water and a toothbrush, clean it up really nice. And then when you go to put it back together, remember that black line that you drew on there as your starting point. Take your tone board, put the reed on, get it as close to the edge of that tone channel as you can get it without it sticking or locking up inside there. Take your wedge, put it back on, run it up right against that line, put it back in your insert, push it in a little bit so you can test and see if you don't have any sticking or catching. If the reed sticks or catches in the end of that tone channel, you're going to want to pull it apart and do it again. The idea is to let it free fall in the edge of that tone board. And once you get it to the point where it's not doing it, take and push it in till you get about maybe a 1/4 inch of that wedge sticking out from the edge of that insert. Take your barrel, put it back together, and give it a test. If it's a little off, don't be afraid to pull it apart and do the whole process over again. It's trial and error. You're never going to get it right the first time. So pull it back apart and repeat that same step. Put it all back together. Stick it back into the insert. Line up that line as close as you can get it. Push it back in. Again, check it to make sure you don't have any catching. Put it back together and give it another run. Right about there is where I would run that call. Again, it's trial and error. You will eventually get it. It's never going to happen on the first time. Hopefully this tip helps with off-season call care and maintenance for you guys. Be sure to keep an eye on our socials. We will continue to release hardcore short films like this over the coming weeks. Thanks, guys.